from Bugeye, guys. Good day and welcome to a tour of a crashed Bugeye that we have for sale. So this is one of two cars. We just had another one, unfortunately, that was crashed, and we sold that one. We're selling this one now. This is actually a really good car, although it's been crashed. So what's good about it is that we had it in our shop about, I don't know, 5-8 years ago, and I think we might have welded in some floor pans, but the floor pans are really good, and the floors did get some surface rust after the accident on this one. So if you wanted a Bugeye project, one could make an argument that a crashed Bugeye in this kind of condition is a much easier to complete project than one that you're starting from scratch. But to each his own. This car, I believe, was hit on the left side and then drove into a telephone pole on this side. This is a nose from a different car, but the inner fender, unfortunately this nose is not on the hinges. The inner fender is bent right in there, and that's because I believe it hit this corner and pushed back the right front wheel. It's a wonderful testimonial. If you're not even interested in the car, it's kind of cool to see how strong Bugeyes really are. And that's what I want to talk a little about in this video. So this car was totaled, and we bought it because we said, no way, that's got to be rebuildable. There's plenty there. Of course, the whole rear clip is straight. The front did move, and the suspension is definitely smashed. We had to do some pulling to get the wheels to roll again. And of course the nose was just really destroyed, so we threw that away. But this nose is one that we had that can be made to work, especially as a flip forward nose. So it's what you need to get started. The thing that still blows my mind is that these Bugeyes have these longitudinal stringers here, a very strong center tunnel as a spine, and then the rocker panels are actually another longitudinal stringer. In effect, they're a box structure that adds strength to the center of the car. So all of that, and of course all the various gussets and then these lateral cross members, make this thing really stout. And the car was hit hard, and it is bent in the front frame rails, and they do need to be straightened. There's no question that pulling and hydraulics and chains will be needed to straighten this, but if you're a collision shop or a collision guy, that's what you do every day of the week, I'm sure. So it's an infinitely rebuildable car, and that's why we wanted to bring it to you today. There's also an aluminum radiator and a really good set of carbs that we set up. They were completely rebuilt and rebushed. A 948 engine and a smooth case transmission, but it is all in really nice. It was a nice driving car before the accident. We also rebuilt the rear end, so a lot of stuff in the back was replaced as well. And there's the larger mirror and a T-handle choke, all things that we added for the client who unfortunately had the accident. I should say he's fine, just really disappointed to lose his old friend. But there you have it. These A-pillars, we have this part. It cuts off here and runs right down to here. So all of that is replaceable. We also have more doors if needed. We might even have a sheet metal patch that would go in there, but again, that's basic body work. It's more the collision work to get the car aligned first that's needed. And once that's done, this is a great foundation to build your own Bugeye for not a lot of money. So anyway, that's today's tour. Sad to see one of these cars get damaged. A great reminder of how aware we all need to be, those of us who love these cars and whatever classic car you love, just to be that much more aware, always assuming people don't see you, always assuming people aren't going to stop. This was probably a completely preventable accident, the fault of the other person. But, you know, obviously we just have to be watching out extra diligently in this age of distraction. So, thank you for watching today from Bugeye, guys.